Hey folks, Dr. Bob McCauley. I want to talk to you today about how I differ from the rest of the raw food gurus out there and the other health gurus. Okay, there's a lot of raw food gurus out there, natural health gurus, and you don't see the raw foodists out there doing talks like they used to because there's a lot of awareness now about it, and that's fine, that's great. But, you know, where do I differ from the other health gurus, natural health gurus, people that's out there trying to tell you, hey, this is what's healthy for you? Well, first of all, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical doctor, at least. And so, as far as I'm concerned, that's kind of a big red flag when you see you know, an MD, this guy out here, MD. That to me is a red flag. It's a big red flag. I'm a naturopathic doctor, naturopath. And what does that mean? Just somebody who studies, nature, really wants to find a natural way to do things. So that's the first place I differ. Now let's get into the more substantive things here, why I differ and how I differ from certain people out there, and they just don't promote what I promote. Well, I stand very firmly behind 7 components of great health, 7 components, and the first one is water. Now, I see a lot of raw food gurus and other natural health gurus, and a lot of medical doctors don't promote raw water. They've kind of got some idea about it, and you should drink water, and what kind of water, and maybe purified water. Well, I'm very, very clear on this, and I built my entire career on promoting alkaline ionized water. I actually coined the term ionized water. It used to be called micro water and this kind of stuff. I thought ionized better, because what you're doing is you're ionizing the water, ionizing the minerals in the water. So alkaline ionized water. So people don't even promote water. Natural health gurus out there don't promote water, and then they don't promote the right kind of water. I mean, that's the most important thing. You've really got to promote what kind of water. So either really good spring water, okay, you want water with minerals in it, a really well-filtered tap water, but the best is alkaline ionized water. What you don't want is purified water. Now, if you got a health guru out there and he's telling you to drink reverse osmosis or purified water, that's exactly the opposite of ionized water, and it's another red flag. Next on the list is I promote spirulina and chlorella, 2 types of algae, and the most powerful foods in the world, the most nutritionally dense foods in the world, and they're 60% protein, and this is what you should use for your protein. Now, there's a few other raw food gurus out there, natural health gurus, and they kind of sell it or they promote it a little bit, and they kind of say, well, it's another thing you can put into your diet. I have spirulina and chlorella with everything I eat because you want protein with everything you eat. The biggest mistake that people that try to become vegans and vegetarians make, the biggest mistake is they don't have enough protein in their diet. If you ever see one of these YouTube videos out there that says, I became a vegan and then I got sick. Well, if they really were a vegan, not eating any meat, fish, eggs, or dairy, and they didn't replace it with some kind of a protein in sufficient amount of it, and they probably didn't add algae to their diet, after a while you're probably going to get sick. You need fats, proteins, carbohydrates. Protein, okay? Not a lot, but I have that. There's no one else out there that I know of that actively promotes spirulina and chlorella, these 2 powerful whole foods. There's a few of them out there selling it. No one really promotes. Next one on my list is raw fruits and vegetables. Well, obviously, all the raw foodists are definitely promoting raw fruits and vegetables. We're on the same page there. Great. Next one on my list, but there's a lot of medical doctors and other people, some raw foods, partially raw food. You want a 100% raw food diet. You want to try to get there as much as you possibly can, eat raw fruits and vegetables. Are you going to make it to 100% and then stay there forever? No, you're probably not. I barely can call myself 100% raw foodist. But I promote it 100% of the time, and, as many days I've been 100% raw, but I promote it all the time, and it's one of the, having this fundamental change in your diet is so difficult, but yet so incredibly necessary and profound if you really want to be healthy. So raw fruits and vegetables, yes. But where do I differ from a lot of raw foodists and other natural, hygienists or other health promoters? Well, it would be next on my list, which is probiotics, the friendly bacteria. Now, a lot of raw foodists, they're always promoting fermented foods. I love fermented foods. But probiotics, the friendly bacteria, Acidophilus and bifidus, I hear very little promotion of this kind of thing, and I'm big into it. All disease comes from our digestive tract. So you really got to have these two types of bacteria in your diet on a regular basis, Acidophilus and bifidus. And there's all sorts of other ones you can add too. But if you have these two basic ones, believe me, you really will have a lot better digestive health. But all the other friendly bacteria in your digestive tract, they'll come out. So fermented foods, yes, we agree on that. Probiotics, the friendly bacteria, it doesn't seem to be on too many the list of too many raw foodists out there. Next is Angstrom Minerals. Okay, some raw foodists, raw food gurus, some naturopath, some even medical doctors will promote some minerals. Dr. Wallach wrote the book Doctors Don't Lie. It was all about minerals. So staying mineralized, very, very important. I promote liquid Angstrom Minerals. You take a small amount, put it under your tongue, goes right into your bloodstream through your sublingual duct, hits the bloodstream, and is distributed throughout the body. It's the most efficient way to get minerals into your body. Even if you're a raw foodist, it's so difficult to get all the wide array of minerals you have to have into your diet to really function, because every physiological process in the body depends on a mineral of some sort for it to happen. And for gray hair is copper. Heart is magnesium. Your brain is magnesium as well. So we just got to get those into the diet. People, a lot of raw foodists, a lot of medical doctors don't really mention it, but I really think that the liquid Angstrom mineral, that's what I'm sold on, and that's what I promote. That's the best way to put minerals into your diet, and I just don't hear a lot of other people doing that. Next is Vigorous daily exercise. This is something that, raw food, I've never heard one promote Vigorous daily exercise. A lot of people just say, go out and do a little walking or anything. No, you need to get up to the point where your heart is beating, your lungs are pumping 15 to 20 minutes a day, no more than 30. I don't like these long distance races, marathoners. I'm a runner, never done a marathon. They're just not healthy. You build up too many free radicals, too acid for the body, and not necessary. But 15 to 20 minutes a day. I do about 30 minutes myself, but I'm in fantastic shape, and I make sure I stay really alkaline afterwards, and by drinking a lot of alkaline ionized water. But people just, you see raw foodists out there, they're doing light exercise, they're doing yoga, a lot of medical professionals, they really don't promote it. It's really got to be 15 to 30 minutes a day. It builds, exercise, vigorous exercise like that. Cardiovascular exercise builds the immune system, and it in ways that nutrients cannot, and it cleanses the organs and the blood in ways that cannot be done any other way. So, you've got to work out those muscles, and to become atrophied anywhere in the body is just not healthy. So, 15 to 20 minutes a day, vigorous exercise. That's on my list, and it's on very few other lists out there. Now, the last one of my components is positive mental attitude. Okay, staying positive. I think everybody agrees on that one, and that's great. It's not to show anybody here how much better I am than everybody else. It's just to show, here's where I'm different. Here's my protocol. And I think if you're missing alkaline ionized water, if you're not taking spirulina and chlorella, you're not getting sufficient amount of protein. If you are not taking the friendly bacteria, the probiotics, and you're not doing Angstrom Minerals, and you're not running or getting vigorous exercise every single day, you're missing out on some really important components of health, natural health. And you're really not going to be healthy unless you do all these things. You've got to do them all. And so I see people out there, they promote water and they promote ionized water. But they don't promote the other things. I see people promoting spirulina and chlorella, but not the other things. Exercise, but not the other things. Okay, probiotics maybe, not the other things. Raw foods, not the other things. It's 7 things. It's 7 important components, and I broke them down into those 7 components because I like this number 7. But besides that, it's so important to know what they are and what you got to have in your diet. Alkaline ionized water, spirulina and chlorella, raw fruits and vegetables, probiotics and prebiotics, fermented foods. Angstrom Minerals, vigorous exercise daily, and a positive mental attitude. Those are the 7 things that will bring you to great health. I don't see a lot of people out there really promoting all these things. I see them promoting this one, that one, this one, maybe that one, maybe 2 or 3. I put them all together. This is how you got to be healthy. I'm Dr. Bob McCauley. I'll see you next time. Oh, and be on the lookout for those, red flags.